This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena, what about ABZAN? What about ABZAN? ABZAN is one of the supported colors, supposedly, in Ikoria. One of the triomes that you can play. But why? Why does ABZAN not do anything cool? Well, typically it's because ABZAN is fair, whereas Simic is very, very unfair, and other colors like Jeskai with Winota are very, very unfair. Is there an unfair deck in ABZAN that can compete? Maybe there is. This deck is something that's been lurking around for a little while because the shell of it with Midnight Reaper, Cruel Celebrant, Forever Young, and Chamber Sentry has been around since Eldraine. So you may have seen this deck here or there. Legend, LVD, did a video with it in the last season, but it got some new toys. The idea is to take advantage of playing cards like Chamber Sentry, Stonecoil Serpent, and Ugin's Conjurant for 0 mana, because when you play them for 0 mana, they die immediately. So you get a trigger for anything that would die or enter the battlefield when you play it for 0 mana. So when you play a Stonecoil Serpent for 0 and you have a Cruel Celebrant, the opponent loses a life and you gain a life. When you have a Midnight Reaper on the battlefield, it does 1 damage to you and you draw a card. If you can draw into more of these, you just keep playing for them for 0, drawing more cards and draining more life. Now, we got all kinds of new toys from the new set to try to make this deck click a little bit better. For one thing, we got better mana with the Triome. But in another world, more awesome stuff, we got Bastion of Remembrance, which doubles down on the death effects like Cruel Celebrant, so that you drain your opponent out quicker with less 0 casting cost cards necessary. And you got Mothra. The Luminous Broodmoth doubles the effect of your Bastion of Remembrance and your Midnight Reaper, because yes, when you play a Chamber Sentry for 0, it enters the battlefield, it dies, it returns to the battlefield because it didn't have flying counter on it, and then it triggers again. So you double the effects when you have this on the field. Possibly the biggest addition is Vivian, the Monster's Advocate. Vivian has 2 abilities that work fantastically here. Vivian's +1 is just fine. You make a beast, it can help protect you. It can help be a win con on its own if the opponent is breaking up your combo. But static ability? I think of it as a passive ability. But anyway, the ability to look at your top card, and if it's a creature card, you may cast it from the top, means when you have a Chamber Sentry, Conjurant, or Stonecoil on top, you can play those 0-costers from the top of your library using Vivian, and it's just another way to get deeper in the deck and get access to those cards more consistently and go off with your combo. The -2 lets you cast your next creature spell and then search your library for a creature card with lesser converted mana cost. So that really helps stick your combo together. You hit the -2 on Vivian, and you cast, say, a Stonecoil Serpent for 5, you can tutor up the Mothra. If you cast the Mothra from your hand in the -2, you can tutor up a Woe Strider or a Midnight Reaper. If you cast a Midnight Reaper in a -2, you can get a Cruel Celebrant. If you cast a Cruel Celebrant and use the -2, you can get a 0 so that you get an effect right away. Hopefully at that point you have a Midnight Reaper on the field to take advantage. But anyway, everything to do with Vivian plays well in this deck while also giving it staying power and another angle of attack to make it, I think, more competitive than it was. It was bordering on pure meme, and now I'm curious if it's any better. So we're going to be playing in unranked, and I'm not sure where this deck falls in the meta, but this is Friday that you're probably watching this video. I don't know if many of you pay attention to my video trends like I do, but Fridays are usually my least watched videos. Therefore, I feel a need to experiment, goof around, and play some decks that I wouldn't normally play on a typical day on the channel. So this might still be jank, or it might be good. Buckle up, come along for the ride. Let's find out together. Let's dive in. Let zero nonsense begin. Well, we have a Cruel Celebrant, but we don't have any other cards to draw cards. We don't have a Vivian, but we do have enough land to play almost anything we draw. So I'll hang on to this for now. We'll see what happens. I might just end up playing a couple of these out and sparring with them. Our opponent's taking some mulligans. They've got Lurrus of the Dream Den. And we're off. So we've got white mana. Is it Lurrus Sacrifice or some kind of a cycling deck? Flourishing Fox is the first play. Interesting. I suppose I'll put the Fox under a little bit of pressure. Do make sure you tap carefully for your Chamber Sentries. You either pre-tap or when you pay, you tap carefully. It will, like if you let the auto thing do it, it will do weird stuff like add 2 black, so you only have a 1/1 sentry even though you paid 2 mana for it. It's pretty gross. You don't want that. It's not fun. So we're looking at Reaper next turn, and then Cruel Celebrant and 2 open mana the following turn. And we'll see what happens. Valiant Rescuer, a 3/1 that cycles and cranks out 1/1s when they cycle. Nice. So, we could kill either one of these, but I like getting the Reaper down and staying focused on the prize. Not necessarily trying to remove my opponent's threats, just developing my game plan, which is to go freaking crazy. I like the idea of Lurrus in this deck. Everybody's trying to add the Fox, the 3/3 Fox to this deck that reduces cycling costs, but you can just play Lurrus and play back these cyclers from the graveyard. It's pretty smart. Pretty smart. Let's send out another Reaper and get the Triome, the Triome online. I wonder when will the YouTube audience catch on to how much I just say things badly to troll them. Maybe someday. Now the cycling begins. Our opponent's getting their engine going. But do they even have attacks? And does their deck even run removal? I wonder. I don't know. The deck certainly should have Zenith Flare. Zenith Flare lets them deal damage to any target equal to the number of cycling cards in their graveyard. But that is a ways off from effectiveness. That is a draw. That is a draw. Let's go fetch the plains in case we find Mothra. But I'm going to set up the Vivian to go fetch the Mothra, if I can. Ooh, we get a free 0. Nice. We could have saved it for next turn when we have a Celebrant, but I like drawing cards. It gets me very hype. Celebrant City. Alright, let's plus. Let's make a reach critter, in case the opponent somehow comes up with a way to give flying. When I'm making defensive beasts, I pretty much always choose reach. I also apologize, I've definitely got something in my throat, so while these go off, I'm going to try to clear it. I'm sure the editor will find a way to hide my face, so you don't have to see me. You don't have to see me like that. I'm sure that's what's going to happen. In the meantime, our opponent is cycling stuff. There are 1/1s. There is life being gained. There is damage being dealt. My goodness. There's so much cycling happening. Now, I could go for Mothra by playing a 5-cost Serpent, or I could just try to go off. It's interesting. Especially with all these Celebrants, I feel like I could do it. So let's at least try, because if I play these Celebrants, then it's at least going to be very hard for the opponent to kill me. Alright, let's -2 the Viv. Because when I play this Celebrant, I'm going to go get a 0 to chain off a little bit. Like so. Alright, do it again. I can still hit an untapped white source and play another Celebrant this turn. Whoa, Strider. There's the untapped white source. Keep hitting them. Keep going. Bastion, sure. All right. Pay 2 life. Celebrant number 3. Your turn. Let's see if your cycling thingy-majiggy can get me. I mean, I could tap this for 0, I guess, is what they're offering me. If I just want to tap this and do nothing. It's a good ability to hold priority for. Hold up, I might have nothing to do. Hold up. Yep. Memory leak. Reveal their hand, choose a card, hand or graveyard, exile it. Interesting. Alright, Zenith Flare, do you have enough cycling in the graveyard? It does 5. They can deal 5 to my face. If they attack, though, I can draw a bunch of cards and gain a bunch of life if things die. So let's see how they do it. Oh, they pass. Okay. So now what? We can play the Midnight Reaper and minus the Vivian to start the party again. We also have a Woe Strider that can sacrifice a Chamber Sentry, and that can help Scry to hit what we want to hit. I think that's where it's at. Alright, sacrifice this Chamber Sentry. We definitely have enough for lethal just with the Woe Strider. I'm thinking the opponent, though, might have a Zenith Flare held up, which gains life. So they might be trying to entrap me a little. Let's put that on the bottom. No, the internet demands you draw this card. So I could get rid of my Vivian and go fetch a 0, which should be good. But I really like my Vivian. I don't want to do that till last resort. So let's play this Paradise Druid and sacrifice it. Alright, alright. Oh, meant to put that on the bottom. That was my bad. But yeah, the opponent should just be drain dead here. Okay, they cycle Go for Blood. Not holding up a Zenith Flare. They do have some other ways to gain life here with the Dranith Healer, so they can gain a little extra, but we should still be able to get there. Alright, opponent's still going for it. May I scry now? No? No, we're not done here. Opponent says, I get to do my things. Okay, fair. The cycling deck can definitely do things when given the chance. There's a 0. Could have had it. Alright. If I didn't misclick that scry. The last cycle. And that's going to be a scoop. No turn to play unless I want to play a Conjurant, and we're on the draw, and our opponent has Gyruda. Don't know if this hand can ever be fast enough. I don't know if any hand, though, can, because we're on the draw against Gyruda. So, Like, I don't think there's anything that my deck could do to be fast enough. We'll just play out our stuff and hope it goes well. One of the best things we can do is draw Forever Young. If we draw Forever Young, then when the opponent mills, like does a Gyruda chain filling the graveyard, then we get to cast Forever Young to stack all those cards back up and possibly go off. Well, we drew a ramp creature. It's probably the best thing we could hope for. Let's make the Lava Monster come out and play. Here, Lava Monster. Here, Lava Monster. There it is. Aha! Face the Lava Monster. Topple the pillar. Pass the time. Takes actually a lot of hits to bring this sucker down. There we go. We found the crystals, gamers. We did it. Our opponent giving us the full turn 3 rope. And now a Temple of Enlightenment Scry. They keep it on the top. And a Wolf Willow Haven. So they're going to Gyruda next turn. And we'll see if we lose the game on the spot or what happens. In the meantime, what should we have on the battlefield? Having a Midnight Reaper down is probably best. We'll go ahead and attack our opponent for 2. A chip shot might matter, who knows. And here is the Doom of the Depths. And it hits a Dream Trawler. I hear that's a card that you can play with. I wonder if we want to play a Stonecoil Serpent just to try to cut off the Dream Trawler. We missed a land. That's not good. We could play another Reaper and draw 2 from the Conjurant and then play a Stonecoil Serpent to try to buy us more time. I think that's fine. All the land went to the graveyard. Brutal. Okay, land hit. Enter tapped. And now this can absorb some damage for us. It can also keep the opponent from gaining life, which might turn out to be key. Next turn we can play both of these. Or Vivian. We'll see. We're pretty close to just draining the opponent out if we get the right cards together. Alright, Gyruda's scared. Gyruda can't attack for some reason. Guess the opponent might be thinking they have to protect their life total. So because Stonecoil has reach and protection from multicolor, the opponent gains no life here. Thassa. Good card. Good card. Charming Prince, because why not? Opponent can exile the Gyruda and then blink the Prince so that there are more Gyruda triggers to come. They hit another Dream Trawler. Wow. Just wow. Alright. Do the thing. You know, do that thing. What can we do? There's nothing we can all do. Ramp Ramp Gyruda. Remember? I taught you the phrase. I only draw cards when I'm trying to think if I need to play a Paradise Druid here. I could also sacrifice this Serpent to draw cards after it blocks next turn. I could play the Monster's Advocate and make a 3/3. I don't know if that's the best use of mana if I want to win this game, though. Almost feel like I have to develop my mana, get this card down, get this card down. And let's see if we can sacrifice this Druid. No. If I hit a land off the Druid, it's like it's kind of like hitting a land anyway, plus I don't get as much out of it as if I had these, so I'd have to sacrifice something other than the Druid to try to hit a land, which isn't good, because that would be the Serpent, and then I'd take a lot more damage. But yeah, we are, I don't know how I'm going to finagle this. Another 4 cards. Nothing really for them here, nothing for them there. Okay. I guess Paradise Druid isn't nothing, but you know what I mean. Opponent can use their mana to tap my blockers and then attack me. Then I'm probably dead. Okay, so tap the Stone Coil. Are they going to also do tap the Goat token? Nope, they're going to play Luminous Broodmoth. Okay. Okay, I mean, you can do it that way if that's what you want. Kind of amazed. I do plan to use the Woe Strider to set up my next draw, but I have to wait. I have to wait until after the Gyruda Thassa end step, because if I do it early, the card I set up will get milled. So I have to let this resolve first. I guess I can mark my upkeep just in case it tries to skip. Alright, there is a Cruel Celebrant, but they see an Endrace Forerunners. They take my Celebrant. That's so rude. Alright, this is our last shot, everybody. Can we find Forever Young? Can we set this up? Ooh. It's a lot of damage. I don't know if it's enough. They're at 20 freaking 6. I also can make a lot of flyers. Okay. Okay. Can we live? Let's find out. Can we survive? You gotta remember, anything that dies makes me pay 2 life. And so we have to stack some funky stuff with the Midnight Reaper. Yep, Thassa taps. So what I can do is I can sacrifice the Midnight Reaper and then sacrifice the Midnight Reaper. And in full control, with those abilities on the stack, I can sacrifice my other creatures to gain some life and make some flying blockers like the Paradise Druids. That might be what we have to do. Oh boy. Our opponent finally figured out how to not be a coward. It's going to be an issue. All right, full control. This is going to take a while, so forgive me. If I block with them as flyers, though, they're gone for good. I guess I do have to do this. And I'll get rid of one of them. But I don't know if this is going to work. All right, let's get to it. Anything that dies is going to cost me more life. There's nothing I can do about that. It's going to cost me 1 life for sure to get rid of this Reaper, and then another life to get rid of the other. I would love to keep you. I'm going to take another drain from this. So bad. There's still a Gyruda unblocked here. So I guess I have to pull from here. There's nothing I can block that survives, so it may as well be the Gyruda. Alright, they cycle a path for reasons, I guess. So they don't have to sit here through all the nonsense I'm going to do. Oh, for that. Alright. Alright, so sacrifice this Reaper. Before it comes back for Mothra, sacrifice other Reaper. Ow. I can't get to my guy. There we go. Now with no Reapers on the battlefield, sacrifice Paradise Druid. And sacrifice Stonecoil Serpent. And resolve. Could sacrifice more stuff. Actually, I don't want my opponent's things to die, but I need the Celebrant around to see all these deaths, right? Yeah, I don't want the opponent's creatures to die, so I have to sacrifice this too. And then, do I have to sacrifice the Celebrant? I have to at least make sure it sees all the deaths. Which it has. So I could sacrifice the Celebrant now. Alright. And resolve all. So not much of their stuff died. Oh, why am I keeping a Fabled Passage? I guess I'm thinking too far. My brain's elsewhere. Don't need another one of you. Alright, now we still got a Reaper. We've got life total. We've got zeros. I think we've got a chance. Think we've got a chance. There's still end step Gyruda trigger to worry about and 21 cards in deck, so we could also end up being decked when all is said and done. But we're still here. We are still here. Alright, please whiff. I could try to set the top of my deck to not be something they could hit, but I don't think that matters. What do they need? 5? 5 Gyruda hits? That is a spark double for sure. In fact, we're lucky. They got 2 spark doubles in one. And an elite guard mage. All right. Let's mark here. Forever Young. I don't see another Forever Young. But I do have another Celebrant, so I guess I don't want to try to scry for it. I think I can win. I think I got this. Easy money. Magic is easy, guys. So easy. I honestly don't know if I still have basics in my deck. So I'm going to try not to play the Fabled Passage. Let's play you. Play you. Can't. What did I need? I need a black. 1 swamp. Now I have to look. 2 swamps. 3 swamps. There should be 1 more swamp. I think there's 1 more swamp. I'm not going to go for it, though. I'm not positive. Besides, this should work. This should do it. We have zeros. We have Mothra. We have 2 Celebrants. They're at 18. I think we can figure this out. All right. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Also, Mothra brings it back. Do it again. Forever young. I wanna be forever young. We can do these first, though. That should definitely do it. Oh my god. What a game. Oh, now I can't cast Forever Young. It's fine. This is fine. CGV, top tier gamer. I don't need it. I don't need it. I got this. Yes. Oh my goodness. Well, we're on the play, but we're tap land, which is always pretty bad. Our hand isn't great either. It's a lot of zeros and the one of Mothra. It's a little bit better. We can put Forever Young on the bottom since it's not useful at this phase of the game. A lot of tap lands all of a sudden, but it's going to be fine. This passage will be untapped. So this. That's the plan. I'm gonna seize our opponent on some kind of an is it a cycling deck? Oh, the bad jokes. All right, here's the Reaper. Let's hold off on the Sentry. I'm not desperate to draw one card right this minute. And the opponent says go. They might have a counter spell. That would be pretty unfortunate. Maybe if I play a 0, they'll remove the Midnight Reaper, or if I attack with it. Let's see what happens. We'll try to loosen them up. Get them to make a play. Flame Sweep. Okay. Okay. That's rude. We need to draw some replacements. We don't. Ugh. Should have thinned the deck. Oh, CGB, why are you so stupid? You know thin deck? The heck you doing? Alright, we could play a 3/3 Sentry. Just have something on the board to make them think. Alright, when playing Sentries, be frickin' careful. Careful. Because if the auto tapper will sometimes just pay the wrong mana costs, and then you end up paying like 3 mana for a 1/1 Sentry. It's stupid. So watch out for that. I've done that a few times. Opt. Scry 1, draw. Classic. So the opponent's on their way to their 8/8. When they get 8 counters, that's what they get to do. And they play a Sprite Dragon, which I can kill with the Sentry. But I think I'd rather have the Vivian. Somehow the opponent knew I wouldn't kill their Sprite Dragon, or they didn't read my card. One of the two. Alright, give me a reach.
Beauty lies in variation.
And we'll punch the opponent for 3. Say go. Mothra revealed on top of the deck. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We can set up Mothra. Vivian can minus to go get a Midnight Reaper potentially. Start putting combos together. Another card that could go in this deck is Fiend Artisan. I think it would take the place of Paradise Druid though, and Paradise Druid has been really clutch in this deck for ramping. Without it, I don't think the deck would be the same. The deck is pretty mana intense. It needs to play all these 3 mana cards, and then it needs to play 5 mana Vivian. Alright. Those C's are indeed getting more and more ominous. Can and will the opponent do something about Vivian? Here's an attack. Suspicious. Okay. Doesn't give trample, right? Just double strike. A Bastion on top. Yep, let's minus Vivian.
Every bark joins a
cast the Mothra, fetch the Midnight Reaper, pay 2 life here, and go ahead and cast the Paradise Druid off the top. We can attack for another 3, and we may as well. We could also play this 0. It would draw us 2 cards because of Mothra. It would come back and come back, but I think we can save it till next turn when we have the Bastion. I give Jack the Blue Wizard credit. Jack is indeed playing blue cards while saying Jack is a blue wizard. This is not Lightning Bolt to face, playing a deck that does not run red bolt cards. Alright, Crackling Drake, up to 8 on the Seas. The power is here, but our combo is so close to assembled. Alright, another 0 on top. We can play the Bastion to offset the life loss of the Reaper and damage our opponent. And now it's going to get crazy. Get me a human. Alright, Chamber Sentry, pay 0. Away we go. Cruel Celebrant, excellent card to see. Mothra will bring the Chamber Sentry back and kill it again because it's still a 0/0. Alright, let's play the Celebrant. Opponent with the nice. Yeah, that is a thanks. Play another 0. Hopefully there are more 0s where this came from. We had a chance there to minus Vivian to get another set of triggers. If it was lethal, I would have. It's really close. I'm putting my faith in the deck to have another creature in the top 3. And we did find one. So, oh, but it's on top of the deck. If it was in my hand... Alright, so we have to do this. We can go 1, 2, 3, remove 3 counters from this Chamber Sentry, shoot the face, auto pay. It brings back the Sentry, which is then going to bring back the Sentry again. And then with 1 left and 1 card on top and Vivian still on the battlefield, Ugin's Conjurant will bring lethal damage. Yep. Good game. Your Kraken was not soon enough. Paradise Druid on the play. Snap it off. Easy keep. Fabled Passage go. Interesting. They're withholding information. What could it be? It's a Plains. Wonder what that actually could be. Yep. I was gonna say probably blue, white, or Jeskai then. Here is my Midnight Reaper. Boom, they flash in that Omen of the Sea. Powerful, dramatic. Keeping on top, the draw is good. I could play a 1/1 Celebrant. The idea behind it would be if the opponent has Deafening Clarion, I get 3 cards. I could also cycle my Celebrants now. Oh, my Conjurants. I'm saying Celebrant, I mean Conjurant. I actually think that's fine because as much as I need my 0s, this hand isn't doing much yet. So I'm going to play them. And I do expect my opponent to play a Clarion, and I'd rather have more cards. Okay, no Clarion and Mecha Godzilla. I know nothing. I am Jon Snow. I know nothing. And that is a flying counter. So I think that means it's Vivian time. And we are almost there. Like, we're really close to having all the pieces we need. So let's go with what? Reach? Reach. Reach for the Godzilla.
I'd like you to meet my friend, Stompy.
We could attack, but If this dies at a later time when we have a Celebrant on the field, that's a better death. We gain a life and get a drain from it. And it is Reach. We have a flying Reach creature. Yes. Yes, what a win. That's a nice, right? Flying and Reach on the same card. It's completely redundant. Because a flying creature can block creatures with flying already. There's the Woe Strider. The opponent left up mana. This could be counter time. Now this says when you cast your next creature spell. Alright. So let's minus. Let's play Woe Strider. Let's fetch Cruel Celebrant. Oh yeah, it's getting hot in here. It is getting warm. Cruel Celebrant. Opponent might be thinking about bouncing the Midnight Reaper. And they will try to. I think I let that bounce. That's fine. I don't need to draw the cards this turn. I'm going to set up even more for next turn. But yeah, this board is getting explosive. The opponent might be thinking Shatter the Sky here. What do we got? Flying Reach Trample. Time Wipe. Okay. Okay. So, let's go ahead and scry it up. What do we want? We're still going to have our Vivian. What do we really want? This? We have Reaper, we have Celebrant, we have Stone Coil, we have Conjurant, Conjurant, Conjurant. I guess that's good, right? That's good. Triggers. You're gonna feel that. You're gonna feel that wrath. Down to 6. Epic machine gun moment. I could minus the Vivian, play the Reaper, go get another Celebrant, cast for Everyoung, and then how much damage does the opponent take? 1, 2, 3. Not enough. I really need both Celebrants. So let's plus Vivian. We'll grab Reach. There might be a flyer involved in this before it's all over. We'll play these, and we'll say go. Mechagodzilla return. It's just, it's control with Mechagodzilla. Of course. Of course. The WinCon of champions. It's kind of, it's very charming in a way. Alright, minus the Vivian. Cast the Celebrant. Go fetch. Stone Coil's fine. Get the drains. That enters the battlefield. We're probably good to go. Another sentry off the top. You love to see it. And a Conjurant. Oh yeah. We got this, gamers. We got him. The zeros come through once again. Good game. The Mechagodzilla control was, and all of its brilliant counters was no match. Oh, nice. Thanks. Aw. Wasn't fast enough. Paradise Druids and Midnight Reapers. Okay, and there is a Gyruda on the other side, and it's on the play. Gyruda lives on the play. When it's against you, of course. Oh, man. Turn 4 Gyruda. Let's see if the opponent understands the ramp Gyruda mantra. And ramp. Good. Good. I think they get it. I think they know how this works. And that's not ramp. That's Beast Whisperer. That's interesting, though. What do you make of that? So we could get out the Reaper. I actually think we double ramp here, and then next turn double Reaper. And then we can cycle a Conjurant or two with double Reaper on the field. There's the ramp. There we go. Opponent's figuring it out. It's ramp Gyruda. Not ramp Beast Whisperer, ramp Gyruda. Please. Please, sir. Or madam. Alright. Let's go get another green. In the deck. Play the Reaper. Play the Reaper. We wish to draw 2 cards right now. The opponent's about to Gyruda us. We can wait another turn. If they're going to Gyruda, then they're not going to remove the Reapers, which means we might draw into a Celebrant or something like that. Here it comes. I think they hit Aggressive Mammoth. And we hit a couple of zeros. Makes our Forever Young good. Ooh, when this enters the battlefield, it can fight? No! How dare you run removal? It's disgusting. No, Mammoth. 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 Oh, I hate you. How... Could have been fun. Instead, chose to be the disruptive smash on your toys type. Unbelievable. Are you proud of yourself now? You big strong gamer? Alright, no blocks. You a baller? Shot caller? Alright. So, 7 mana. I would love to play the Vivian, but it's probably my only play for the turn unless I play a baby Conjurant. I could also play Woe Strider and Bastion. Having the Bastion down seems pretty good for where we might be going here, and having a Goat token seems pretty good too. Just as a chump blocker, try to get us through deeper and deeper in the deck. Manual tap that druid. Okay. No! I hate them. I hates it, my precious. Alright, fighting that Midnight Reaper. Do I want to sacrifice anything to draw a card before then? I don't think so. I think this is just going to have to be fine. Should have cycled my Conjurants, though. I think that's an oops on my part. I'm going to need Vivian for value now. Yeah, if I had cycled the Conjurants back when I had 2 Reapers, right? I didn't think they were playing removal. They're playing Gyruda. Then out of nowhere comes this affectionate freaking weirdo. I don't know what to say. Oh, let's make some blocks. These blocks are fine. Try to scry up another Midnight Reaper or a Forever Young. Dude, so easy. 0 deaths. Alright. Could have traded with the Beast Whisperer, but I don't care about their value. I don't care about how many cards they draw. I just care about my combo. So trading away my combo pieces doesn't make a lot of sense. Go ahead and play the U. I don't actually plan to block with my Druid, so I'll just play 1 of these, and then I'll play the other one of these, so that I have some chump blocks, and they'll draw me some cards when they die. If the opponent plays a 3rd affectionate what the hell is this, then I'll sacrifice them in response probably and take a bunch of damage. Dude, really? Just run all of them? And now it's the Aggressive Mammoth. That's a lot of damage. Am I dead? Am I dead? What a gamer. All right, so 6, 10, 14, 56. Man. Doesn't really matter if we block the big things or the small things. Let's see. We're taking damage but gaining life from this, but if I sacrifice it first, we'll only gain life. But we don't want to sacrifice it first because it can't absorb any damage. So Woe Strider here. So what am I taking? 1, 2, 3, 10, 14, 17. I can only absorb 1, 2, 3 more. Yeah, I can't win, right? It's not possible. Not possible. Frickin' mammoth. Frickin' mammoth, people. Ew, no green. We'll draw it. Easy. This hand has so many cool pieces, I'm just going to draw the green mana. It's fine. Told ya. I said I'd do it, and I did it. I'm a man of my word. Two forests, one Kroll Harpooner. Our opponent's gonna try to beat me down. Here is Paradise Druid. I think Mothra will have something to say about the beatdowns. If you have a Rabid Bite, you can't target this. It's got hexproof. As long as it's untapped. Gem Razor, mutate. Oh, we're going tall and strong. Okay. 4/4 trample. Probably. I don't have any enchantments or artifacts to blow up, but that is a vicious creature. All right, Mothra, come on down. We're gonna need your help. Then next turn, if I draw the land, I can play Reaper, Celebrant, and some zeros. If I don't draw the land, what am I doing? I'm probably playing Celebrant, Paradise Druid. Chump blocking? No, probably not chump blocking. That doesn't sound great. If our opponent has Questing Beast here, it's so much damage, so fast. Maybe I'm supposed to play a large Stonecoil Serpent. I don't know. We'll see. Stonecoil Serpent is definitely not safe from a Gem Razor. And while the Gem Razor is already on the battlefield, if anything else mutates with it, it triggers the Gem Razor. My god. Just, what the hell, man? What the hell? Alright, we drew the land. So what are we supposed to do? Play things that can block and stay alive. So that means we need something large enough to block the Questing Beast. And I think I want the Cruel Celebrant to absorb some damage from the Gem Razor. So we play you. And we play you because you are not an artifact. We hope the opponent doesn't have something like a Rabid Bite. And I'm holding Mothra back. I still may have to chump block with Mothra. I really don't want to. But the priority is not to die. Alright, here they come. Down to 2. Mothra triggers. Bring back the Celebrant. Bring back the 0. Create another trigger. Up to 5. Rashing Brontodon. You know, just to make my life more miserable. It's okay. I guess blocking with the Stonecoil Serpent is off the table. Here's Midnight Reaper. Let's play this on a 0. Get some more resources. I mean, I'm trying nice. You just attacking. You're doing all this attacky stuff. Bastion? It's a good game. I know that the Bastion could get blown up by the Brontodon. I just want the life right here. Yep, they're still saying good game. Alright. Well, we'll have to hold up the assault there. We got ourselves up to 7, and we got some permanents onto the battlefield. Could be worse. Mutate another Gem Razor. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. And everybody attacks. So how do we live? Mothra can block and absorb a lot of damage. This goes here. This can go here. Mothra would really be taking one for the team. I don't like that. Because right now there's 4 trample coming through. So something has to block. If we block with the Celebrant, can we still win? Let's make the opponent choose. I'm not sure which one dying is worse for me, but we can make the opponent make the choice. They'll probably kill the Mothra. Block. Alright, Mothra triggers still happen. Cool. I wasn't 100% sure that would work, but it does. Alright, those are still alive. Here's another 0. The opponent is at 8. Wait, 1, 2. They have a freaking questing beast, but we can deal them 4. This is 5. Far from lethal, but we can see what we draw. We can also play the Vivian and see what happens. Let's play this for 0 and see what happens. Like, a perfect string of luck could pull this off for us. Forever Young might do it too. Hello? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh. I think we just got him. I think we just got him. They have a food, but they don't have the mana for it. And they're out of there. Yeah, good game, buddy. All right, we are back for the wrap up here on the video, and this deck is very, very fun. There's some changes I would consider making. I'm not sure if I should have more of these. I drew this so often, and it's so good when you have it, but also as a tutor target for Vivian, I think makes some sense. You do have to end up playing an X for 5 to tutor it, though, so that's a little awkward. So maybe another Broodmoth or 2 isn't the worst idea. The one of Woestrider made sense, and I liked it. It was pretty good to tutor up with Vivian as well, and you also, again, had to play one of these for more, but it was an option. The Bastions... It felt like I had a lot of 3-drops I wanted to resolve. Maybe that was the result of clunky draws. It was hard to find time to play Bastion and Midnight Reaper, but I still think you need some amount of these. I don't know if I need 4. And then Forever Young, I found myself really, really wanting to draw this card more often. So a 3rd or 4th copy of this might be nice. As for other cards I would put in the deck, I don't have any other cards I'm looking to crowbar in at this time. I did try Moldervine Reclamation, but... what would you take out for it? The curve was too high, I had too many 5s, and Vivian is just a much better version, just does so much more for the deck on its own. And it would be nice to somehow have a removal spell that isn't shut down by Hushbringer. There's a few games I didn't put in the video where the opponent played turn 2 Hushbringer, and we couldn't win. The only hope was a Chamber Sentry, which I didn't have, so... I didn't find those games interactive or interesting other than for the possible point and laugh for players who like Hushbringer. But yeah, a way to kill a Hushbringer wouldn't be a bad idea. But again, what do you take out? The deck itself is a combo. It functions as a combo as a deck. So moving things in and out of it is certainly risky. Maybe you go to 80 cards and play the Urian Companion for a chance to flicker your cards with counters on them so that they die. I don't know. Sounds crazy, but Urian is pretty hot right now. And this deck is very fun. So I encourage you to try it out if you have the cards. And hopefully, by the time you see this video, LVD didn't put up a video with this deck before me this time. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you're enjoying the kind of casual, closer to jank-ish levels of Friday content. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.